returns to the stage, I'd like to talk to you all about something. It's this tradition we've been carrying on. Playing music, saying Merry Christmas, singing songs. And I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a complaint or a gripe. But a question for you about caroling. What's the hype? Joy to the world, oh come let us adore this precious holy baby. We've heard this all before. And we've seen this church decorated with trees and lights. We've celebrated this time of year with lots of cheer. But have you ever thought it's overrated? It's okay to be honest. I've had this thought myself. Half the holidays nativities, the other half Elf on the Shelf. And we know the reason for the season, but my question is, why recognize it with the same songs every year? Why so theatrical and energized? We don't have carols for any other holiday. What makes December so unique? Is there not another announcement we should go tell over the mountain peaks? And I don't mean to offend, I'm just curious about the lack of originality. The carols and the customs can feel like a formality. Is Jesus really the reason for the charity and the bliss? And if his birth holds such significance, then why do all his carols sound like this? Angels we have heard on high. How many times have we heard on high? Sweetly singing, silver bells ringing, 3 wise men with gold, frankincense, and myrrh bringing gifts to a baby whose parents they don't know. They found him in a barn because a star told them so. Now, this baby we understand is Jesus, the precious holy baby, but there's a message we overlook in the verses of his praises in exchange for the hook. The chorus is most memorable, but there's power in the lines that tell of the day God came to earth. What makes this night so divine? I did some research and learned that carols didn't start in church. Ancient civilizations, pagan civilizations, would sing praises to their God to recognize the winter solstice, a day in December with the fewest hours of sunlight. And in the darkness, they would gather around and praise the sun, the stars. They worshiped the evergreens. They sang carols year-round without knowing what Christmas means. They had carols for every season, in fact, because they considered it important to recognize the higher powers at all times. And this is where the importance of caroling is revealed. They sang praises annually to gods who aren't real. In Europe, the church began recognizing Christ's birth around the same time in December. They wrote their own carols and they sang them to remember. To remember what the hype around this event is all about. The reason why they sang, the spirit behind their shout. Now today we can analyze their lyrics, but I'd like to take another route to remind you that these carols were meant to uplift you in your darkness and in your doubt. Church, to some, these melodies are merely instrumental. To the world, Christmas carols are purely sentimental. But to the body of believers, they are a reminder of why we trust and place our faith in Yahweh, because he became one of us. This is why we gather round together and sing round, God, Virgin, Mother, and Child, because with every move of God, there's a sound. And when we lift our voice at Christmas, we don't perform or fabricate it, but Christmas marks a moment of God's love. And we carol to commemorate it. Now, if you sing for the tradition, I'm in no way saying you're wrong, but these carols point to Christ, and the Lord himself is our song. So be reminded, this is worship to the Ancient of Days, when you sing Gloria in the highest and echo the highest praise, and repeat the sounding joy in the sanctuary, let praise in. For the true God who became human for you, and all his people said, Amen.